In today's video, we're going over on the best and worst side Easter eggs in Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you guys are excited, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit that bell notification to never miss a single video. And let's jump in right into this video. This is how to get free 500 points in Shadows of Evil in Black Ops 3 Zombies. As soon as you spawn in, open the first door, look to the right, and actually throw a grenade at this t-shirt, which is a piece of paper. Once it explodes, it will drop and teleport to the box. Once you pick up the paper, it will give you an instant 500 points, which is giving you a free door purchase. Go to the waterfront area and purchase the trip mines for 1000 points. We need to go to different carts. The first cart can be found at the junction. Throw the trip mine at the cart and it will explode the zombies. Once done successfully, Samantha will start laughing. The second cart can be found at Footlight District. Throw the trip mine at the cart, get a zombie, and wait for Samantha's laugh. Now let's move on to the third and final one. The final cart is at the Canal District. Repeat the same process, throw the trip mine, get a kill, and basically your trip mines will upgrade it to donuts. For each zombies map in Black Ops 3 Zombies, each map usually has a wonder weapon, and with this particular weapon is a sword. Head to the waterfront station. Go inside of the train, if not, call it in. Switch the direction of the train from Footlight to Canals, then press the green button. Look on the right side of the train, and you will see this brick building, and you will see a symbol inside of it. Make sure to write it down or take a picture of it. Wait another 10 seconds for the second symbol. Take the train once again and make sure you switch it to Canals and press the green button. Look out the window, and this will be our final symbol for the sword. Step is to go to a Footlight District, go into the beast and melee this box, which will reveal a statue. The next one can be found at Waterfront High Street. The next one can be found at Canal District, and the final one can be found in the Pack-a-Punch room. Take all of those three symbols that we've gotten from the train and zap each symbol. Once done successfully, it will kind of vanish the wall and reveal all these swords, which we need to pick up the egg. So basically, we need to go to each statue in those different locations, place those eggs, and get kills. Once it's complete, it'll be fully white, and then you can pick it up and go to the next statue. Make sure to go to each statue and get kills. Once it's completely filled up, it will glow up blue. Place the egg back in the statue from where you got it from, and now you have the sword. Once you've done all rituals to turn on Pack-a-Punch, to upgrade the sword, we need to go to a specific location to actually give a keeper our sword. Depending on your character, that is the ritual pedestal that you will go to. For the upgraded sword, which is absolutely amazing, you can actually throw it and it kind of protects you from zombies around you. It is amazing to have. To actually start this quest, we need to go to different red circle locations. Each round we can start this Magua lockdown. Each one we do will get progressively harder. The first lockdown will have one Magua. The second lockdown will have two Maguas. Each round we can go to different locations that have these red circles and complete each lockdown. The first one is at Junction. The second one is found next to the theater. The third one can be found next to the boxing ring. And the final one is found at Canals. Once all are completed, return to the keeper that you gave your sword to, that matches your character to that specific area, and you will be granted the upgraded sword. In my opinion, I think Shadows of Evil is one of the best launch maps in Call of Duty Zombies history because it has one of the most two unique weapons, which one of them is the sword, and it looks absolutely badass. For the next wonder weapon for Shadows of Evil in Black Ops 3 Zombies, we need to find three different parts for the Apothecary Servant. This one's pretty easy to find. The first one is found just basically killing your first Magua in Shadows of Evil. The second part can be found from finding a tentacle from the spores, which is picked up by this part right here. Then the last and final part can be found during the meatballs, which can be random at times. So once you take down a meatball, it will have a chance to drop this green part for the Apothecary Servant, which is the last part that you need. You can actually go next to the movie theater side and craft this on the crafting table, and it kind of shoots a giant black hole and pretty much absorbing everything around it and just deleting everything around the zombies. And it's so good for high rounds. Now for the next side Easter egg for Shadows of Evil and Black Ops 3 Zombies, you can actually build a protector, which basically protects you from zombies. And actually after doing the Easter egg completion, it actually upgrades itself, which is pretty cool. The first fuse spot location can be found in the Canal High Street. The second small location can be found on the left side where we found the first fuse on this cart. The third and final spawn location can be found right next to each other, just on top of this box next to the barrel. The second spot of locations for the fuse can be found next to the theater. The next fuse location can be found next to the weapon wall buy. The third and final spawn can be found next to the beast on the walkway on top of this barrel. The final fuse location can be found in a waterfront area on top of this box. The second spawn location can be found on the right side of the beast on top of this barrel. And the final location for the fuse is on the side of the railing. Once you obtained all the fuses, go into the pack-a-punch room and find this fuse box. Interact with it and it will insert all the fuses that we picked up. And now we can go to any red box around the map and actually spawn in the civil protector, which I think he revives you and also destroys everything around you, and also is pack-a-punch and upgraded after completing the Easter egg. The first part of the shield can be found at the Canal District on the right side of the doorway as soon as you walk in. The second spawn location can be found on the bridge, and the final location can be found next to this window. Second shield part can be found at Footlight High Street, which can be up against this bench next to the perk machine, and the final location can be found next to this chair. The final shield part can be found at the Waterfront High Street. The first spawn location can be found on top of this barrel. The second location can be found up against this wall. Then the final location can be found up against this wall also next to the doorway. Go to the Canal District and you can now build the right shield, which completely protects you from the back and side. You can actually do a single shot and hit zombies with it, or you can do a charge shot which rams through multiple zombies at once. But once completing 10 zombies in a row 13 times, you also get an achievement for this. To upgrade the shield, you need to gather 10 zombies, do a charge shot, do that 13 times, your shield will automatically go from 3 to 4 charges. After pack-a-punching in Shadows of Evil, you can actually get a sniper from the mystery box and actually zoom in at this part of the boat and waterfront, and you actually get jump scared by Rick Toppin, which is pretty funny. The first song Easter egg can be found in the boxing room. The second location can be found in canals, and the final one can be found next to the theater on the upper level of where the train is accessed on. For the second Easter egg song, we need to find a piece of rope, which can be found in the water. Second location is in the first spawn ritual room. The last one can be found in the pack-a-punch room next to this bench. Head into the theater and place all those parts on the microphone. It will play another secret song. After opening pack-a-punch and getting this sword and upgraded, you can actually get the upgraded Magua helmet. First, head into the waterfront area. Take the train to Footlight. Shoot the first Magua heart on this sign. The second one can be found next to this building on the wall. The third one can be found underneath the train tracks right on the sign. The next one can be found right here on the Theat sign next to this building. The next one can be found next to the Hotel sign right under it. And the last one could be found in this bright red room, and just spray your ray gun at this room and you should be able to get it. After completions, you will find certain locations where this helmet is. The first possible location can be found at canals. The second location can be possibly found at the first spawn ritual at the pack-a-punch room next to the candles. Another location can be found at the boxing arena next to the lockers on the bench. And I found mine at the theater in this corner right here. This will give you incredible reduced damage from Maguas and their slam attack and their melee attacks, which is really good for high rounds. And overall, just I think after you complete the main pack-a-punch area and then getting the sword upgraded, I think this is a good upgrade overall because you won't get one tapped, and plus having the shield on your back is another additional reducing from the damage from the Maguas. I think it's really cool. And as you see here, I'm barely taking any damage. This is how to get upgraded Arnie's and Shadows of Evil in Black Ops 3 Zombies. After getting 100 plus kills with the Arnie's, you need to throw your little Arnie's at 3 different locations with these objects. The first one being at the first ritual, which you need to throw right here beside this mannequin's head, grabbing the hat. The second part can be found at the canals, right next to this green couch. Final one can be found next to the boxing area on this shelf, which is a bow tie. Throw your little Arnie at it. Once collected all the objects with the little Arnie's, head back into the theater. Throw your little Arnie at this pedestal, and we will start getting gate worms dancing. Once that is completed, your Arnie's will kind of refill in your HUD, and your little Arnie's will now be completely upgraded to purple, doing infinite damage and lasting longer. The next side Easter egg is having a free gobblegum that's not in your pack. Head into Canal High Street. You will see these lion statues statues. Throw your grenade in each of their mouths. Once completed, you will find a gobble gum in one of them. Interact with it and pick it up. Place it at the ice cream store on this plate. Wait a few rounds, come back, pick it up, and it'll give you a free gobble gum that's not in your pack. And also, if you actually look in the sky, you can see this giant octopus being swallowed by the sky in the Shadows of Evil. And after a moment, you can actually see the Mob of the Dead plane rotate through the sky, which I did not know until a couple days ago, which is kind of really cool. And I think this is a very awesome side Easter egg they can actually see, and I thought it was pretty cool. So if there's any other side Easter eggs you guys liked in Shadows of Evil or anything beyond this video, let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear you guys' kind of thoughts of what is your favorite side Easter egg on this map. So let's move on to the next map. For the main Easter egg for the Giant, which is a bonus map, which is a pre-order for Black Ops 3, you need to pack up on your weapon, then go on to the right side of the pack-a-punch machine and shoot this panel. Shoot this teddy bear next to the power. The next bear that you can shoot is over here next to the furnace area, next to the Cuda. The next teddy bear is on the B side, and these pipes come next to the quick revive room, and you will be offered the Annihilator, which is very good until around 20 plus. Then it just sucks after that, which is a specialist from Black Ops 3 multiplayer, which is pretty cool. The next side Easter egg is a perk that doesn't exist on the map currently. You need to obtain the monkey bombs from the mystery box. Throw a monkey bomb inside of a teleporter, then activate it. Do this 2 more times on 2 other ones. 3 in total. Once done successfully, go back to the pack-a-punch area, activate that red button that's glowing all green. The Origins robot will laser beam the secret perk that has not been revealed yet, which in my game I got Deadshot Dagger. The final Easter egg, which is a song of the Giant, is to activate 3 spinal cords, one on this cabinet, one on the shelf, and one on B side next to the chalkboard. As soon as you spawn in the Eisendrache, throw 2 grenades at this cart. Grab the fuse, insert the fuse inside of the panel. Then the right cart will kind of come up and give you a special power-up reward. After the 5th fuse, the left gondola will come up and actually give you a special reward like a monkey bomb. Now we have a portrait of a family photo from the devs from Black Ops 3 Zombies, which is actually kind of funny. Basically, clear out 1 run, then once you get to round 2, make sure all of the barriers are broken down. Go to each window in the spawn area and rebuild 2 barriers. Purchase the RK5 wall buy. Build 2 barriers on all windows once again. Now purchase the Shiva. Now rebuild 1 barrier on each window. Purchase the RK5 wall buy once again. Buy the spawn door, and it will reveal the family photo, which I don't think this is meant to be found, which I think it got coded through the game files, which is actually pretty funny. This next side Easter egg is actually pretty fun. It auto activates a disco party. Once entering the speed cola room and line up these planets in the ceiling, once you throw an explosive or a grenade, it will kind of go into this disco kind of area of effect, which there's nothing really that actually goes on, just a visual change, which I think it's pretty cool. This next side Easter egg in Eisendrache and Black Ops 3 Zombies is the coolest one inside of this map, because it actually spawns in skeletons instead of zombies. The first thing that you need to do is just shoot 3 different skulls with an in plain sight, which you need to obtain the bow from defeating all 3 dragons around the map. The first skull can be found next to Speed Cola, the second one can be found next to Mule Kick, and the last one can be found next to Double Tap. Once you successfully shot all skulls with in plain sight with the crossbow, you can now see skeletons instead of zombies, which is actually pretty cool. This next side Easter egg in Eisendrache and Black Ops 2 Zombies is the most powerful one yet, because it actually gives you protection against panzers. The first panzer part can be shot next to Quick Revive. The second panzer part that you need to shoot would be next to a Double Tap on this roof. The third and final one can be found next to the power switch next to that room on this roof. Go behind the panzer part that we shot and knife it once a panzer gets in front of it. Repeat it for the second location and the third location. Once done successfully, the helmet would be on your head, which looks weird because if you actually look in your reflection on the map, you actually see it. This will reduce damage from the panzers for the whole entire match. You can actually get a secret BRM wall buy in Eisendrache and Black Ops 3 Zombies. Yes, and go into the 0 gravity area. Stand on the pillars and make sure 0 gravity is activated. You need to wall run, and you will see these blue boxes. Once you run over them, it will kind of seal in onto the wall. Once you've done all 4, the BRM will now be a purchasable wall buy inside of the map. This is how to get a free Gobblegum that's not in your pack in Eisendrache and Black Ops 3 Zombies. Enter next to the teleporter room and pick up this plant on this counter. Basically, you need to do a quest for your bow. I recommend the lightning bow. Once you've done the wisp step, head into the portal that is purple, teleport to it, and you will teleport to that same room that you picked that plant from. Place that plant on that same room. Once you teleport out and come back to that same exact spot, interact with that plant, you will get a Gobblegum that's not in your pack. This is how to get a plunger melee weapon in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Eisendrache. Head to the tower at this location and use your bow to shoot an arrow at this wall, and it will completely destroy it. Open up a clock. Come outside and you will see the clock ticking. Once it hits directly at 9:35, you probably need to time it on the text that you hear. Once it hits it, run up the stairs and interact with the panel. Once it's activated directly at 9:35, it will make a sound. Go into the zero gravity room, interact with this wall right here, and this will automatically teleport you to that same room, and then you will be able to pick up the plunger, which is supposed to be really good against the panzers. This melee weapon is only good for the first 60 seconds of when you obtain it. So if you're about to enter the boss fight, I would do that very quickly. The first teddy bear can be found at Samantha's room. The next one is found in the Geoso next to Juggernog. The final teddy bear is found next to the rocket inside of this truck. We have a second Easter egg secret song located in Garage Rock in the zero gravity room on this gramophone right here. The second one is found next to Speed Cola, and the final one is found in Samantha's room. Once obtain the Masamune wonder weapon and the skull, head into the green tube room. Use your skull and kind of reveal this wall. Shoot your wonder weapon at the vines, then you shoot the spore next to a zombie. This will give you a friendly thrasher that just destroys everything around you and it lasts up to 3+ rounds. This is how to get a friendly spider in Zetsubou No Shima and Black Ops 3 Zombies. For this, make sure you have the shield, done all of your challenges, and obtained the skull. Now wait for a spider round. We need to use the skull to kind of control the spiders. The spider that turns completely red mist above them, that is the right spider that you need. We need to lure the spider to different water locations, which is the blue water, the green water, and the purple water. Now head to the location where you've done your challenges. Wait for your shield to get shocked by lightning. Lower the KT4 cage. Lower the spider into the cage. Shock the cage with your shield. Lower the cage once again. The next round or after will be a stronger version of the spider round. Call the cage back up after the round has ended and you will receive the spider ability, which is pretty useful. It actually charges pretty quickly. You can kill zombies with it, and basically you can have a spider versus spider boss fight. And this is how to get an upgraded bucket in Zetsubou No Shima and Black Ops 3 Zombies. The first thing, you need to find a bucket in the spawn, then pick up a seed by eliminating other zombies. Fill your bucket with green water. Plant the seed and the green water in the same spot. Make sure to water the plant every round with green water. Once done correctly, you will have a zombies holding plant. Now fill your bucket with blue water. Plant the seed and the water. Make sure to do that every single round. Once completed, you will be granted the reward plant. Now fill your bucket with purple water. Now plant the seed and the purple water every single round. Then you will get a zombie eating plant. Water a plant with green, blue, purple water each round to create a fruit plant. Now plant a seed and don't water it after 3 rounds. And this will give you a random reward. Next to green water, use your skull to reveal the branches that reveals another plant. Now we need to plant your bucket. Now plant a seed in each corner. Once you get enough kills with the zombie eating plants, the bucket plant will now bloom into a upgraded bucket, which you can now carry one source of water with infinite usage. There's also a secret song located in Zetsubou No Shima right next to blue water, which is the first monkey is located right here. The second one is found upstairs on the B side of this building. And the final one is found next to the Masamune upgrade, which is right here. For this next side Easter egg, we need to come over here onto these little lighting bulbs in Zetsubou No Shima, which make sure to have a bucket, which can be found basically anywhere on the map, mostly in the spawn area. So we're gonna come over here onto the purple water. We're gonna fill our bucket up. The first one, we just put 1 in it. The second one gets 3. The third one gets 5. The fourth one gets 6. The next one gets 7. Then the last one gets 5. Once done, press the end one, and this will start the secret song. This is how to get an upgraded shield in Gorod Krovi from the green blast to the red blast. First, get 40 kills with a shield. Once you've done it correctly, you'll hear a sound. The next step is to bathe in the dragon fire the whole period of time that it's on the ground with your shield out. Next step is to find 3 different set of symbols, with each one blast it with your shield. The first one can be found at the robot shoulder and tank factory. The second one can be found in dragon command, and the final one can be found in the supply depot. Place your shield in the dragon and the spawn, then pick it back up. Now your shield is fully upgraded to the green blast to the red blast. The next ID strike is upgrading the dragon strike from green to red. Make sure to get 50 kills with a dragon strike. Using the dragon strike, we need to destroy one of different locations of the flags. In my game, my first one was in supply depot. Next location can be found at dragon command. The next location can be found at tank factory, and the next one can be found next to quick revive. Now head into the pack-a-punch room and activate the dragon terminal. Each lockdown, just use your dragon strike as much as possible. Then after you're done with that, you can now pick up the upgraded dragon strike. Instead of getting 1 charge, you actually get 2 charges, and it shoots red with blast. For the mangler helmet, you take 30% less damage, shoot off 5 mangler heads and 5 off their arm cannons. The best way is the lockdown step and pack-a-punch. Once completed, the helmet can be picked up at the department store. The Valkyrie drone hat is obtained by shooting 6 different Valkyrie claws and 6 different red cores. Can be picked up next to Juggernog. This helmet will give you 30% reduced damage to Valkyrie drones, and it's very good on the special round and high rounds. This is how to get the upgraded monkeys in Gorod Krovi and Black Ops 3 Zombies. First, get the monkey bomb from the mystery box. The second step is to get over 50 kills with the monkey bomb. The next step is it will give you a flask once you get enough kills. The next step is you need to find different candles locations spawned around the map, which the first one can be found at the supply depot, the bunk beds next to armory, and my candle is found also at supply depot on the other side on this desk. And another possible spawn location can be found at the department store. Pick up the flowers from the dragon command on this desk. Now throw the monkey at the headstone from the spawn. Once thrown on top of it, press the interact button, and then the upgraded monkeys will be granted to you. Once thrown these upgraded monkeys, they will kind of jump up and down in dubstep music, doing even more damage. Now for the wings in Gorod Krovi and Black Ops 3 Zombies. That gives instant teleport to the pack-a-punch and reduce fire damage. It even works in the boss fight. Take all 3 dragons to the pack-a-punch. One in supply depot, dragon command, and tank factory. Then obtain the gauntlets from the headstone. Make sure to do the egg challenges and pick up the egg from the incubation. Now the wings will be available at the department store. Gorod Krovi and Black Ops 3 Zombies offers different melee weapons based on time. Complete round 5 under 5 minutes for the wrench. Complete round 10 under 13 minutes for the mallet. Complete round 15 under 24 minutes for the axe. Complete round 20 under 30 minutes for the fairy's song. Gorod Krovi offers 2 Easter egg songs, one found in Tank Factory, another one found in a Dragon Command and on this desk. Final one found at the right side of the Pack-a-Punch machine. The second Easter egg song is interacting with the 3 bottles, one found at department store, another one found outside of Juggernog, a final one found in a supply depot. This is how to get the upgraded Apothecon Servant in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Revelations. First, obtain it through the mystery box. Using the Apothecon Servant, shoot these 115 tablets out of the sky. The first one can be found in the spawn. Next, 115 tablet can be found in a Mob of the Dead. Another one can be found in Verrucht at the next to the Zetsubou No Shima, and another one found in Verrucht right outside this tree. Last one can be found in the Eisendrache area. Make sure all the lockdowns are complete in each area. Activate the terminal in Noct. Once the Apothecon has flown by, it will make a weird noise to activate it, and then it'll get electrocuted. Now you can go inside of it. Shoot these 3 different types of toxic gas objects to open Pack-a-Punch. Now you can put your Apothecon inside of the Pack-a-Punch, and now it's fully upgraded. How to get the Wolf Helmet in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Revelations. Zero Gravity and Eisendrache. Throw a grenade in this hole between the 2 torches. A item will drop from that hole. Now it's becoming a soul eater. Get as much kills beside this object. It will only be active until the zero gravity wears off. Until then, wait to another zero gravity, then get more kills until it's done. The wolf mask is now available in the Kino room. Sprint duration is now increased. This is how to get the the Viking helmet in Black Ops 2 Zombies and Revelations. First, go to Eisendrache and shoot 935 on the clock. Now there's going to be different urns around the map. The first one can be found in Eisendrache, which can only be completed with headshots. The second urn can be found in the project room in Kino. The third one can be found in Origins, and the final one is found in Verrucht. Now head to the stage of Kino to pick up your helmet, which gives you a +1 hit, which is a purple Juggernog logo. This is how to get the Margwa helmet in Revelations and Black Ops 3 Zombies. The absolute best method is going to the pack a punch room. Wait till you get the little Arnies and you're on that specific Easter egg step. Each set of 3 that you actually complete, different Margwas will spawn in. Now use your sniper to one-shot their mouths. Do this for each Margwa, for each set you do. Now head into the Kino stage, then pick up the Margwa helmet. 50% damage reduction from all Margwa attacks. Player does 33% more damage to Margwa heads. Sprint duration increased. This is how to get the Fury helmet in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Revelations. The only thing that you need to do is get 15 Fury headshot kills. And basically after you're done, you just head into the stage of the Kino and the helmet will be right there. This will give you 33% damage reduction from Fury melee attacks. Player does 50% more damage to Furies and +1 hit from zombies. This is how to get the Keeper Protector in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Revelations. Craft the Keeper and make sure it gets over at least 50 kills. It's pretty easy. Make sure to go to one of the turrets around the map and get 5 Keeper kills with it. If you already have the Wolf helmet, you can actually skip this part and go into the Kino and actually pick up the next helmet. This is how to acquire the Knight helmet in Revelations and Black Ops 3 Zombies. The first step would actually be done with one Panzer. Shoot its power core in the center, then shoot its helmet at the top. Now head into Verrucht and get 50 trap kills. Once completed, head into Kino on the stage and grab your helmet. This is how to unlock the God Mask in Revelations and Black Ops 3 Zombies. Go into the pack-a-punch room and wait for the screen to shake and the toxic gas to roll in. You need to sit in this gas for this progress to work. You need to get 15 parasite kills, get 5 keeper kills, get 10 fairy kills, 15 spider kills, 50 zombies, and 3 Margo kills. Once you completed it, you will hear this indication of a loud noise saying that you completed it. Go into the Kino stage and you have the best mask in the game. There is a secret song that can be activated in Revelations and Black Ops 3 Zombies, activating all 4 buttons. After activating all 4 buttons and knocked, you go down to the radio next to this bench and it will start playing classic music Zombies song. This is how to get the Tommy gun in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Revelations. First, go to the specific area on Eisendrache when Zero Gravity is activated and pick up this chalk. Head to Kino and interact with this wall right here. Take that writing and place it at Mob the Dead. Now go to Knocked, interact with Salvation lies above, and put that on the other side of Knocked. Now go to Eisendrache, pick up this drawing right here, and take that to Verrucht. Now you can head back and the Tommy gun is now purchasable for 1,750 points. And you can also pack a punch it. It also unlocks the weapon trading table in Knocked. In Revelations and Black Ops 3, you can actually unlock different types of melee weapons. Complete round 5 under 5 minutes for the nunchucks. Complete round 10 under 12 minutes for skull splitter. Complete round 15 under 19 minutes for buzz cut. Complete round 20 under 32 minutes for nightbreaker. This is how to get the upgraded Arnies in Black Ops 3 Zombies and Revelations. You must acquire the little Arnies from the mystery box. Now, only using the little Arnies, make sure to get 150 kills. Now, go and spawn and go to this tower. Throw a little Arnie inside of it. Once done correctly, your little Arnies will now be upgraded to purple to do infinite damage.